Alongside the iOS 13.6, Apple has released the WatchOS 6.2.8. So I'm Lucas from Apple Facts, and I'm gonna tell you all of the things you need to know about it. Let's begin. For this, you will not need to install 13.6 on your iPhone, which is paired with the Apple Watch. You can go ahead and use the previous 13.5.1, but you need to have at least iOS 13, of course. If you are wondering, like, did I skip the 6.2.7? No, you did not. Apple skipped this version and went ahead from 6.2.6 all the way to 6.2.8 for some reason. I have no idea why, but let's just talk about it. The size of the update was about 125 megabytes on my Apple Watch Series 5. This update is of course supported for all of the devices starting with the Series 1 all the way to the Series 5. So pretty much all of the devices, all of the Apple Watches, except for the original one. Let's start with probably the most interesting thing, and that is the storage increase. If you compare the available storage before updating, it was about this, and after updated, I gained about almost 2 gigabytes in the available and about 1.5 gigabytes in the capacity. So I think that that is pretty useful, even though, like I say all the time, on the Apple Watch, you didn't really notice or care about storage that much, but you still need to have enough of it to download apps and all of that. So I think it's great that such a small update can actually erase some cached files and unneeded things so it can clear up some of the storage. Now let's talk about the actual features, the nitty-gritty of this update. First of all, in the description you can see that car keys have been added to WatchOS 6.2.8 of course, and the Apple Watch Series 5 exclusively. Is this going to affect you? First of all, you need to have apparently the Series 5, and also it will probably not affect you that much since this feature has just rolled out and there aren't many cars supporting it. It's just like the latest BMW, which I'm not even sure if it's already available to buy like right now in every location. So I guess that it's a little bit more complicated and you won't even be able to use it like right away. But after time, it's great that it's already implemented into the Apple Watch, and after some time, it's going to be very useful in my opinion. The next thing that Apple mentions is that the new feature of ECG, so-called new one, we know that it's been available somewhere else, first in US like some time ago already, but it starts to roll out slowly to the entire world, and this time with this update, the new countries are Bahrain, South Africa, and Brazil. So shout out to anyone watching this video from those countries in case there are any people in Brazil watching this video right now. But anyways, the ECG, the irregular heart rhythm, as well as the ECG have been added to the Apple Watch users in those countries. I think it's nice that Apple keeps making this feature more available to more people, so that is definitely nice. A lot of times we do not have a lot of information about the security improvements and things going on in the background. A lot of times there aren't any, but with this update you can see on Apple's page that there are too many things that have been resolved when it comes to like bugs or security patches, mostly WebKit related. So you can read everything about it right on this page and on the link provided in the update description. But you can see, for example, a lot of times it's like a malicious attacker may be able to execute something that Apple prevented with this update, at least tries to prevent. So that's actually nice that the security has been improved with the Apple WatchOS 6.2.8. You can of course read through the things yourself, but I don't think that it is too interesting for you. Just know that Apple worked on this background information and background security things, so just keep that in mind and you should be good. And also, in case you got the Apple WatchOS 5 instead of 6, so you didn't get a 6.2.8, but instead you have received 5.3.8, then the case is that your iPhone isn't updated to the latest iOS, of course, and that means that you won't be able to get the WatchOS 6 even though your Apple Watch supports it. So even if you have like iPhone 10 and it runs it runs iOS 12, you won't be able to update your Apple Watch Series 4, for example, to WatchOS 6. This is just how it works. But WatchOS 5.3.8 doesn't have any published entries or anything when it comes to security, but I don't believe that it brings a lot of new features since it's probably more outdated. Most people just work and focus on 6.2.8 and the WatchOS 6 in general. But the mentioned WatchOS 5.3.8 works for all of the devices from Series 1 all the way to Series 4. The Series 5 is not supported because that one already comes with WatchOS 6 pre-installed. And you technically cannot use the Series 5 unless your iPhone is updated to iOS 13, any version of iOS 13 pretty much. So that would be it when it comes to the features and this Apple Watch update. I think that it's been pretty interesting. There are many WatchOS updates which are not interesting at all, and there is literally nothing to talk about. And this one we have at least some news. So if you enjoyed this kind of videos and you want to stay updated in the future, make sure you subscribe to the Apple Facts channel. I try to upload and publish videos like these all the time, and as well as some tips that could help you long term. So make sure to stick around and see you guys later in the next video.